The Syrian refugee crisis is a really big problem happening right now. For more than 10 years, a terrible war has made millions of Syrians leave their homes. It's hard to understand how many people have had to move. Families have been split up, looking for safety in nearby countries and even farther away. Countries around the world are trying to help, but the problem continues. It's really, really sad. We've all seen the pictures of Syrians leaving their homes. We've seen them crossing dangerous oceans trying to find a safe place and families being separated. Syrian people are strong, but this has been very hard on them. Will they ever be able to go home? We don't know. This isn't just a problem for Syria, it's a problem for the whole world. We need to pay attention, care about what's happening, and help find a solution. Everyone is watching and hoping things get better for the Syrians who want to go home. Big things have been happening in Syrian politics. President Bashar al-Assad is no longer in charge. He quit, and that's a really important moment. There's a new group of people leading the country now, trying to make things better. But it's still a tricky situation. The people who fought against Assad are happy he's gone, but they don't all agree on what should happen next. Other countries like Russia, Israel, and the United States still have soldiers in Syria, and that makes things complicated. It's possible that more fighting could start. Even though things are changing, people are hopeful that the fighting will stop. Maybe everyone can talk and find a way to make Syria a more democratic country. But there are still lots of problems. No one knows exactly what will happen, and other countries need to help Syria find a peaceful solution. Things changing in Syrian politics gives refugees some hope. Many Syrians who left their country are now thinking about going back home, rebuilding their lives, and seeing their families again. But it's a really hard decision. Lots of refugees are thinking really hard about what to do. They miss their homes, but Syria is still a dangerous place. Safety is a big worry. The war caused a lot of damage, and there's still fighting in some areas. There aren't enough hospitals, schools, or even basic things like electricity and clean water. That makes it hard for families to go back. Syria's economy is also in bad shape. The war destroyed a lot of buildings and businesses, so it's hard to find a job. Rebuilding everything will take a long time and a lot of help. Other countries need to help Syria rebuild so that refugees can go home safely and have a good life. Countries around the world need to make sure that if Syrian refugees go home, it's safe and they want to go. It's wrong to force them to go back. Refugees need to be able to decide for themselves without anyone pressuring them. The United Nations Refugee Agency, UNHCR, says it's really important that refugees choose to go home and that it's safe. The UNHCR is trying to give refugees good information about what's happening in Syria so they can make good decisions. Other countries need to help the UNHCR and other groups that are helping refugees. They can give money, help refugees move to new countries if they can't go back to Syria, and try to help Syria become a peaceful country. If we don't do something, it will be really bad for the millions of Syrians who want to go home and start their lives again.